rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Zerlo, would you please read the notice of the public hearing?
Certainly. Notice is hereby given. Clinton County will conduct a public hearing on Clinton County's 2022 budget to be conducted Wednesday, December 15, 2021 at 5:15 p.m. in the Legislative Chambers, 137 Margaret Street, Plattsburgh, New York, at which time all persons interested shall be heard. Further notice is hereby given that copies of said tentative budget, including the exemption report pursuant to section 495 of the real property tax law, will be available in the office of the clerk of the legislature, second floor, Clinton County Government Center, 137 Margaret Street, Plattsburgh, New York, on Friday, December 10, 2021, where said budget may be inspected or procured by any interested person or persons during normal business hours, that is, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pursuant to section 359 of the county law, the maximum salaries that may be fixed and payable during said fiscal years to the members of the Clinton County Legislature and chairperson thereof, respectfully, are hereby specified as follows. Members of the legislature, $22,500, chairperson, $25,000.
Welcome to the public hearing on the 2022 Clinton County budget. At this time, I would like to introduce the legislators and staff. My name is Rob Timmons, legislator from Area 7 and chairperson of the Finance Committee. To my right, we have legislator Joshua Kretzer, Area 9, legislator Rick Boddicker, Area 5, legislator Wendell Hughes, Area 8, legislator Calvin Castine, Area 1. To my left, we have the county administrator and budget officer, Mike Zerlo. Deputy County Administrator Kim Coulomb, way over to the left. Legislator Mark Henry, Area 3, and Chairperson of the Legislature. Legislator Patty Waldron, Area 6. Legislator Robert All, Area 10. And Legislator Francis Perrier, Area 2, way on the left. Before we begin tonight, I would like to remind everyone the tentative budget as printed presently contains a tax levy $29,755,314. This represents a reduction from 2021 of $16,576, or a negative 0.1%. This amount is at the allowable limit under the property tax cap, and as such, passage of the tentative budget as presented does not require an override by the Clinton County Legislature. The resulting gross tax rate is $5.45 per 1,000 of assessed value. This compares to the 2021 gross tax rate, $5.55 per $1,000 of assessed value, or a decrease of 10 cents per $1,000 of assessed value. At this time, I will review the guidelines for tonight's public hearing. The purpose of a public hearing is to allow an opportunity for the legislature to listen to comments, input, or suggestions from county residents, department heads, or contract agency personnel. We will follow much the same format that we have in previous years, and that it will recognize persons wishing to speak in the order in which they have registered this evening. Those individuals who did not have an opportunity to register and wish to address the legislature will be recognized in an orderly fashion by the chair after all registered speakers are finished. If you have a prepared statement, I would ask that you leave a copy with me after your presentation. I will ask that each individual clearly state their names and address for the record. Presenters will be asked to make their statements brief and to the point so that anyone who wishes to speak has the opportunity to do so. If we're going to be okay tonight. I would remind the audience that the legislature is here to listen to the comments tonight and not to debate. However, any legislator is welcome to comment on particular budget items at any time. At the conclusion of the public hearing, I'll poll members of this legislature to determine whether or not we will find it necessary to meet again prior to the scheduled adoption of the 2022 budget on December 20th. Now we'll recognize the first registered speaker. And we have Michael L. Spofford.
Good evening, thank you for having me. My name is Michael Spavard, I'm the finance manager at Clinton Essex Franklin Library System. We are very happy with the funding we will be receiving in 2022. It is very much appreciated. This will help us increase our e-books and e-audiobooks. There's a great demand since the pandemic started for these resources. Instead of, so they don't have to go to their local library, they can just go online and download the book and, you know, read it at their leisure and then, you know, give it back. Another thing we just started with money from Adirondack Foundation, we started a online tutoring for, I think it starts like 8 o'clock in the morning till like 11 o'clock at night for any student, whether they're college, high school, you know, middle school, and there's also language tutoring. So this is, you know, we're really trying to, you know, get to the patrons, you know, stuff that they need. Any questions?
No, Michael, I can tell you, I mentioned earlier, I do appreciate you taking the time to come and speak to the body.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, would entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Joshua, Wendell, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Seeing as there are no more speakers who address the legislature at this time, I would like to poll the legislature to see if any additional meetings on the 2022 budget are necessary or obtain a motion to place a resolution on December 20th meeting agenda adopting the 2022 tentative budget as presented.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the budget.
Do I have a second? Second by Bob. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. And I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Mr. Chairman, before you do that, I'd just like to make a point, so in case anybody did not get the message, the airport meeting is canceled for Monday night. Thank you, Chairman.